Hello. If you are watching this video, you are curious about how to read a nutrition label or starting to pay attention more to what you're eating. And so that's all a great thing. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on some of the basics on what to look for and how to read a nutrition label. Now, a couple of things in the beginning. Know that nutrition labels are based on a 2,000 calorie diet, so they're not customized or specific to you or your goals. And the way that the food is weighed or said to be packaged sometimes can fluctuate in weight and serving sizes. So if you are training for something specific or have been advised by a doctor and have very strict regulations, there are some different approaches that you will want to take. But this video is to show you the basics of understanding of how to read a nutrition label. So I have a couple of products here that we are going to look at. And right away from the beginning, which if you look up right at the top, you're going to see that this box of pasta noodles has 6 servings in this container, and then it tells you the serving size, which that's what I was just referencing. This box should hold 6 servings at 3 1/4 cup and 56 grams of dry. Now, all of these nutrition facts that you see are per serving. So you're going to have 200 calories per serving. And then as we're starting at the top of the list, you're going to look at your fat. You're going to want to pay attention and come down to your carbohydrates. Oh, where's that? There we go. And then you're going to want to look at your proteins. So those are your macronutrients in the food. Other things that you're going to want to be mindful of are going to be sodium, because some boxed foods with labels or processed foods can be very high in sodium. So if that's something that you're monitoring, your dietary fiber, and then your sugars and your added sugars. And so this particular food has no sugar and no added sugars. You do have some vitamins, and those are things that you can look at, but we're going to just be sticking to kind of some of the basics. And then as you come down to the ingredients, a good thing to reference and know is that the first thing listed is what the food has the most of, and the last thing listed is the least thing that the food has listed. So these noodles are made of white rice flour, brown rice flour, corn flour, and quinoa flour. So through the FDA, they are not regulated to tell you how much of the specifics are in it, but you can know by looking at this that the majority of these noodles are made up by white rice flour, and there may be a little bit or of a portion of quinoa flour in these noodles. Just to give you another example is some peanut butter, and it's the same thing. If you look, it's got 16 servings. It's got your 2 tablespoons or 32 grams per serving, 180 calories per serving. And then as you go around and you look at the label, it's going to have the same information in nutrition facts that we just looked at with the noodles. Something that I do want to point out here as well is when you're looking at the ingredients, number 1 is roasted peanuts, so that is going to be the most, and then your very last is going to be salt. Be mindful, something that we definitely want to be mindful of and reduce is our sugar content. And if you see the second ingredient listed here is sugar. So again, they don't have to tell you how much is the percentage made up of this, but you do have your number 1 ingredient is roasted peanuts, and your number 2 ingredient is sugar. If you have specifics that you're looking for, want a customized plan for you, or want to dig deeper into understanding nutrition, the macronutrients, and the foods that you need to hit your goals, please feel free to leave a comment or send me an email, which is listed below, and I'm happy to answer any of the questions that I can for you to the best of my abilities. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that helped.